Back to Alien Rock 2 here. This is a session from the 6th of March, and I'm onto this wooden problem, kind of my indoor project at the moment, V67, and I changed things up a little bit by instead of going with the toe here, I try out the heel, but as I come over, it just pops off, and kind of playing it back in slow motion. As my weight comes over, momentum kind of pushes my heel out and loses friction, so I kind of need to engage more with the heel. So to do that, I can pull more from the back of the hold, but the problem with that is as my weight comes over again, I lose friction because it's pulling from the back, I'm not actually on top of the hold. I do manage to stay on, but not how I wanted to. And to be honest, I'll probably go back to just using the toe method. It felt more doable, to be honest. And then I'll pop off here. And just from those two tries, I knew I'm not strong enough today to get this problem. So I move on. And this lilac one here is actually a problem from the past. I never kind of got all the moves, but never linked it all together. I just kind of maybe forgot about it. So I'll come up here and I'll go with the left hand. And so this is the method I did last time, but it was pretty tough actually to latch that and hold it, because you barn door out and you have to just hold with 3 fingers basically. Whereas the more natural way is to go up with the right hand, which I'm going to try here. It's much more stable, you keep both feet on, there's no swinging out. But the problem is I have to do like a coordination one where I need to re-grip the left hand and move out to the right at the same time. But yeah, trying here is doable, so it's definitely much easier than the left hand method. And so from the start. And so a couple of things I realise I'm doing wrong on this attempt. This is the first one here, I'll come back to. I bring my foot up, so I have to like pincer it and then re-grip as I go out right. Oops, I almost slip off there with my hand. And then I need to dyno up to this one and then come off. So kind of the first thing I noticed it was going wrong, or could be improved basically, is when I set up here, I kind of pull myself up halfway and then go again. As you look at this attempt later, it's one smooth motion, and it definitely feels much more efficient to do it that way. And then back to the attempt I was trying, this is where I come off. And so looking back at it, actually these are all attempts on trying to do that one move, and I think they all fail because of the same problem basically, which is I'm not pushing enough with my leg basically. Because I'm kind of restricted, I can't do like a full push, but I definitely just have to, try and sink down a bit more and push more with my right foot. And so these failed attempts, what I'm noticing is my hips come quite far out from the wall, and they're quite low down my hips, which means it's harder to do the double lock off there. So then yeah, eventually that's too much to hold, and so come down. Whereas on my successful attempt, you can just see it's much more in control, and then when I actually pause it, you can see my hips are closer into the wall, my hips are much further up, which means the lock offs are more like 90 degrees, easier to hold. And in my right foot, even though it's swinging out, to actually use that momentum to bring it back in, and get onto that hold. And so these are two kind of things I noticed on my attempts that I need to improve, and this is me actually sending it here. Got a nice foot switch, and then out left, turning my hip in, and then up there in one nice smooth motion. Pincer it, then out right. As I switch feet here, actually slip a little bit, but do manage to hold it. And then eventually got into that one. Yeah, so the one thing in my mind there was pushing as much as I could with my right foot, just to get those hips high and keep it into the wall. And that was that problem done. And actually there is more in this session where I actually tackle a roof problem, which is a definite weakness of mine. But yeah, we'll see that next time.